Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Wilmington Wildcats Weekly here on the Christian Internet Sports Network. This is the playoff edition as we get set for first round of the 2024 IHSA football playoffs between Wilmington and Stillman Valley right here at Becker Field at Reentz Stadium. Both the Cats and Stillman Valley out on the field going through their warm-ups here tonight. We've been waiting a while for this. We had last Friday night's game against Streeter, and then ultimately had our playoff pairing show the next night, and me and Dennis and Jeff and Kevin and a whole host of people out there at Terry Shed. Big thank you to him for allowing us to use his place to go ahead and put all those pairings and everything together. We got to the end of that, and Kevin said, "Is this over?" It's been an hour and a half. The night. I got a couple of things going on my end here. Let me fix those, and we'll be right back in just a moment. This is Breezer Construction Company's coverage of Wilmington Wildcats Weekly here on the Christian Internet Sports Network. Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer has led the way in the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com or call 815-521-0900. Wilmington Pizzeria is Warren's Collision Center is at 860 Easy Street in Braidwood. They accept all insurance companies, and as always, customer service is their top priority. Contact Warren's Collision Center at 815-458-3300, stop by online at warrenscollision.com, or visit in person at 860 Easy Street in Braidwood. Warren's Collision Center is open from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. All right, back here on Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company, as the Cats of Stillman Valley get set to do battle here tonight. Just go through a couple of quick scores from last week and then look at 3A here in just a moment. Of course, Wilmington with a 56-18 win over Streeter to close out a perfect 9-0 regular season. Coal City blew out Mantino 49-0. Went and saw the Kohlers play last night. It was Reed Custer 49, Lyle 12. So the Comets get their first win of the year and their last game of the year. And Piatone blew out Herscher 35-0. Again, we have another Piatone score for you as well. Those were the ice scores from last week. And boy, is there a bunch to get to here tonight in regards to 3A. But first and foremost, let's take a quick look at Stillman Valley. We know where the Cats come into this thing at 9-0 out of the ice conference, but Stillman Valley out of the Big Northern, and a bunch of teams in there that we all know, which is Byron, Winnebago, Oregon, Dixon, a bunch of teams up there.
Oh, those are some good teams
that the Cats have seen year in and year out in the playoffs. And Stillman Valley, by the way, the last couple of times that Wilmington has played Stillman Valley back in 2001, the Cats went to Stillman Valley and lost 28-9 in the opening round of the playoffs. They finished that year 6-4. It was snowing that game. Then 2 years later was the Blizzard Bowl of 2003. That was the 3A state championship game where Wilmington lost to Stillman 21-7. And I remember back then we weren't doing the broadcast quite yet. I think it was a year later. We've been doing about 20 years. I think it was the next year we started doing it.
I wonder when it was.
But we were there, and we went into the bathroom at Memorial Stadium in Champaign to warm up. It was so cold.
You were literally frozen.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Sleeting on you.
But to this year's Stillman Valley team, 5-4. They started off the year with a 56-14 loss to Dixon. No shame there, though, because Dixon has ended up rolling to now a 9-1 record. They beat Rock Falls 30-14 in week 2. Rock Falls ended up at 1-8. In week 3, They lost to Rockford Lutheran 34-14. Rockford Lutheran, another playoff team at 6-3. In week 4, they got a forfeit because Rockford Christian didn't play games this year. Week 5 was a win 48-7 at Poplar Grove North Boone, who finished the season at 4-5. Week 6 was a 21-13 loss away at Oregon, who finished the season at 5-5. They were 5-4 in a playoff team, but have since lost. In the next week it was a 22-20 win over Genoa Kingston, who finished the season at 5-4, and then a 49-14 win over Winnebago, who ended up at 2-7, and then a 43-0 loss to Byron. But again, a lot of teams have lost to Byron. So a tough schedule, and a very good Stillman Valley team comes in here tonight, and the Cats going to have to put their best foot forward to get out of here with a W.
Okay, what can we expect? Are they going to be on the ground or in the air?
You're going to see a lot of ground attack from both of these teams. What should be a pretty quick game tonight. But then again, every now and then teams come in here and throw something together. But I would expect a lot of run tonight. Both of these conferences like to run the football. The Big Northern for sure. Byron's built a legacy out of running the football.
My.
So we need to get to our interview with Coach Raintz. We will do that here in just a moment, and then we'll give you your starting lineups after that. This is Wilmington Wildcats Weekly Playoff Edition, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company. Back after this on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Pro Real Estate is a family business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by and discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916.
Brought to you by Breezer Construction Company, and as always, joined by the head coach of the Wildcats, Mr. Jeff Raintz. And Coach, last week finishing up a perfect run during the regular season, ended up at 9-0, and of course conference champions, and then getting a high seed in the playoffs and all those things. But first and foremost, coming out and taking care of business on Friday after Streeter got off to a pretty quick start and then kind of backed up from the 1 yard line. And you guys eventually, though, started making some adjustments in the passing game defensively, and as always, the offense seemed to just control everything.
Yeah, no, I think overall it was a really good game for us. Really happy for our seniors. They're a really good group of kids, and we were able to honor them the other night, and which was good. But you're exactly right. The quarterback for Streeter, he could pass it pretty well. We got beat a little bit, but I was glad the way our kids came back and played. We made some adjustments with that defensively. And we ended up with some turnovers, which is what you're always looking for defensively against a passing team. And then offensively, I thought our offensive line did great up front. I thought Kyle and Ketman and Hunter all had great games. And, we're continuing to improve and to maintain what we're doing offensively and defensively. And, you need to do that going into the playoffs.
I will say, defensive back-wise, even on the passes that were completed, it seems like guys, for the vast majority of the night, had really good coverage. The ball just right there, and then of course you saw couples make a couple of nice plays in that second half, and a few things like that started falling together a little bit. But I mean, he was putting the ball on the money.
No, I give credit where credit's due, and some of their kids came up with great catches, and we were right there. And their quarterback, no doubt, John, he surprised me, and I thought he was okay on film. When he started throwing it early, I was like, wow, okay, this kid. And the other thing that impressed me was we were blitzing him, and we were just about to get to him, and he would get rid of the ball, and he would put it on the money. So I'm with you. Give credit where credit's due there, and the Streeter quarterback did a nice job.
Well, then you kind of go into that mode of, all right, we're done with week 9, 9-0. Now everybody starts looking at stuff and trying to be the person that can guess where everything's going to fall. I will say, for the most part this year, we've been doing this for I don't know how many years now, 20 years or whatever. This is the first year where I felt like there was a pretty good grasp at where it was going to be and potentially who we were going to play.
Yeah, I think so too. After there was a little bit, we talked about it at Catbackers last week, that we thought we'd be 3A, and we needed some upsets to happen to see if it was going to be two-way. Those didn't happen. And again, John, we talk about this. We worry about what we can control. We can't control what other teams do, and we did everything we possibly could to be and that's being 9-0, and then going into the playoffs. And I told the kids what a great job. And it happens to be we fell in 3A, okay. And like me and you have talked about, out of our 28 years of being in the playoffs, 24 I think have been in 3A, and so I think we're vastly considered a 3A team. And now you see the schedule that you have. It starts off that we're playing a good Stillman team, and we take it from there. What I'm happy about is we were 9-0. We were able to open up at home, and let's see how we do against a good Stillman team.
We've seen about every offense that you can see this year, but here comes another one. like how often is it that you get like 9-10 opponents and you see about 7 different offenses in that stretch run, but you get a little bit of the triple option look?
Yeah, you do. And Mike Lawler, who I'm good friends with there, he does a great job. He's a Hall of Fame coach. And what you have there with that is they run that triple from the time those kids are, freshman year, even before that, they start running that program. And so those guys do a good job of that, okay? The thing with that is you got to play assignment football defensively, okay? You got to make sure, when they fake it to the fullback, you got somebody on them. If the quarterback's going to run it, you got somebody. So it's assignment football, and that's what you have to maintain and do. And then, they're a lot like us. They want to keep our offense off the field. And, can we keep their offense off the field? I think that's going to be a key for us.
There's some history between, obviously, Wilmington and Stillman Valley going back to 2003, I think 2001 as well. But it's been a while. I mean, we're talking, 20 years or so since the two of your teams have matched up. It doesn't seem like it's been that long, though.
No, we had, the old snowball game, the Snow Bowl, we had down in Champaign. Matter of fact, we were just watching that the other day, and brought back some great memories of great players. And we had a tough night that night in the snow against them. And then we played again. I think we played before 2003. We played them in 2000, and we lost a tough one up there on a windy, cold night. But like I said, Mike does a really good job. He's one of these teams that are always in the playoffs. And he not only does a great job coaching the kids on the field, but also off the field. And it's an honor to be on the field with him. But like I said at Catbackers too the other night, Stillman presents us with certain problems here and there. Well, we also present Stillman with our own, offense and defensively, and we're both, that's what the playoffs are all about. Let's see how this works out and see how we do against somebody we haven't played in a while and against a different scheme.
It's really interesting, too, to see how often teams from the ICE and teams from the Big Northern match up, whether it's 3A or 4A. I know Coal City and Reed Custer and Byron had their thing, and you guys in Byron. And then, of course, we've seen Winnebago and Oregon and all those teams. Dixon and Eureka, I think, is even in the same part this year.
Right.
So it's interesting how those two conferences just seem to kind of match up here.
No, it does, and we went on a little run there where we played Byron every year for a little while. We played Winnebago, we played Oregon, and it's good football. It's physical football up that way, and that's what we believe in also. And so it's something that you got to be ready for. I think our kids are ready for it. I think our conference has got us ready. That's why we like playing in the ICE conference and representing them. And, hey, we get to play somebody new. Haven't played Stillman. I know they're not brand new, but we haven't played them in a while, and so let's see how our kids do.
All right, lastly here, how do you stand injury-wise?
Not too bad. Matter of fact, knock on wood, we are really healthy, and so that's this time of year. You got to have a little luck with that. Yep. And I know we went through our injuries. I think 3-4 weeks ago we had kids sitting out, and right now we're good to go. So from that standpoint, we're very lucky.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight. And again, we'll talk to you post-game.
All right, sounds good, partner.
Back here on Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company, as we get set for
The Cats to take the field for the first time in the 2024 playoff edition. Still quite a few fans out there all the way out to the 35-yard line or so. We have some this year that have gone all the way out to midfield. It has been jam-packed.
Listen to those motorcycles. Boy, they're growling.
I'm surprised the amount of motorcycles they have sitting out here for this late in the year, but it's still pretty nice, actually. There go the fireworks off in the distance. Boy, they really went all out on the fireworks tonight, that's for sure.
State champions, your Wilmington Wildcats!
So the Cats will take the field through all of the fireworks and all the motorcycles and stuff in the end zone, and we'll get set for football tonight here from Wilmington, round one of the 2024 playoffs. One quick break. We'll be right back for opening kick after this on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Wildcat Self-Storage is a facility providing clean, convenient, and well-maintained storage units. They provide great customer service with competitive rates, and they also have online bookings and payments for your convenience. Wildcat Self-Storage is at 131 School Street in Wilmington, online at wildcatsst.com, and by phone at 815-768-0681. Wildcat Self-Storage is proud to be locally owned.
So the Cats will get set to kick off here tonight as they'll switch sides, and the Cats will be ready to kick off left to right. Wilmington in their purple jerseys tonight, white helmets, white pants. Stillman Valley in all white tonight with their red logos and red numbers. Starting offense for Stillman Valley will be their quarterback Ryan Roof, the 6'1", 165-pound senior. He'll be joined by fullback Brock Needs, 5'10", 210-pound senior, along with running backs Michael Orlando, 6'2", 175-pound senior, and number 35, Henry Hildreth, a 5'10", 165-pound senior. We'll give you the line here in just a moment as the Cats will get set to kick off. Reed Waldron will.
Did you say a 210-pound fullback?
That's what it said.
Wow.
210-pound fullback, and he's tough to bring down, too. Reed with more of a line drive, kick to the far side, down to the 13-yard line, across the 20, out across the 25 to the 30, and out near the 36-yard line, and that's where Stillman Valley will start first and 10. Their line will be center Lucas Cheeseman, 6'1", 245-pound senior, joined by guard Will McGee, 6'1", 285-pound senior. Guard Parker Sims, 5'11", 230-pound senior. Tackle Nick Wythe, 5'11", 230-pound senior. Tackle Hunter B, 6'6", 260-pound senior. And tight ends Brady Hinkle, 5'10", 160-pound senior. And tight end Jackson Musial, 6'1", 160-pound senior. If you notice a theme, there's a fumble on the first play of the game, and looks like maybe Stillman Valley might have gotten back on it. If you notice a pattern, all seniors on their starting roster.
Not missing an experience, are they?
So Stillman Valley will run a lot of plays out of a formation that has gotten different names over the years. I like to use the word flex bone, which I think is pretty close. It's almost like Wilmington's double wing, except the two wing backs are facing straight ahead. So you got two backs behind the line of scrimmage and a fullback as well. Handoff on the jet sweep coming around, and that's going to go nowhere. Ryan Kettman drops the running back on the play. That'll be Michael Orlando, who will end up losing a couple of yards. And it'll bring up 3rd and 12. Boy, Kettman got there in a hurry. Orlando came straight across that line of scrimmage on the sweep play. Not really jet sweep, but that's what it reminds me of. 3rd down and 12 for Stillman Valley from their own 34-yard line, working right to left here. 10:40 to go opening quarter, no score. Again, out of that flex bone look. So Roof under center. Roof will keep the ball on the far side, and he is wrapped up. Might have lost another yard or two. That's Kyle Farrell. Roof tried to keep it after faking the handoff up the middle, went to go around the end and lost another couple of yards, and it'll bring up 4th down and 14. And Stillman Valley is going to be forced to punt it away, and a good defensive stand for Wilmington right off the top.
And that's where you want to start. You want to set the tone. First possession of the game. Boy, did they ever set the tone.
So now Kyle Farrell back deep for the Cats, and we'll give you Wilmington starting offense in just a moment. And the punt here is a shorter one, bounces at the 43, takes a huge bounce, and then rolls by Farrell, who will pick it up at the 26, makes a move back to the near side across the 25 to the 30, Farrell to the 35 before he's finally pulled down out of bounds, and that's where the Cats will start 1st and 10. Wilmington's offense led by 6'1", 191-pound senior Lucas Rink at quarterback. The running backs are 6'3", 185-pound junior Ryan Kettman, 5'10", 187-pound senior Kyle Farrell, and the fullback is 6 foot, 183-pound senior Hunter O. Offensive line tonight, center, 6 foot, 208-pound junior Jack Cutter, joined by guards Will Wilson, 6 foot, 203-pound sophomore, and Zach Olin, 5'11", 230-pound junior. The tackles are Spencer Parrish, 5'10", 223-pound senior, and Logan Van Dyne, 6'1", 202-pound junior, along with tight ends Joe Van Dyne, 6 foot, 195-pound senior, and Ryan Nelson at 6'2", 205 pounds, and also a senior. Handoff comes right side. That will go nowhere. Good job by Stillman's defense to kind of step up into the hole.
Looked like it wasn't
Cats will be facing a 2nd and 10 as Kyle Farrell gets no gain.
Yeah, it looked like they had a bad communication in the handoff.
We'll go through the defensive lineup for Stillman here after this next play. 9:08 to go opening quarter. Cats face a 2nd and 10 from their own 35-yard line off the near side, working left to right here. Everything packed in out of that double wing. Farrell to the far side. Kettman back to the near, and Hunter O at fullback tonight. Pitch comes back to Farrell again, and yet again, everything is stopped up. No gain there as well. Good pursuit from Stillman Valley. So defensively, for Stillman on the defensive line, Cole Kleinschmidt, 5'10", 210-pound junior, along with Robert Thuros, 5'10", 230-pound senior, and Cesar Gonzalez, 5'10", 215-pound senior. They'll be joined by Caden Gosh, 6 foot, 165-pound junior, and Luke Miller, 5'10", 165-pound senior. The linebackers, Brock Needs, 5'10", 210-pound senior, Jackson Barrett, 6'2", 185-pound senior, and Michael Orlando, 6'2", 175-pound senior. Out of the double wing here for the Cats, pitch comes left side. Kettman trying to get back up the middle, almost broke it free, now breaks a tackle, out to midfield, still going, made a move inside the 45. Kettman all the way down to the 38-yard line.
For a first down, Wildcats.
A gain of 26 yards and a Wildcat self-storage first down, I think. Now there's some meeting of the minds over here on the sideline. We'll see what this actually is before we make a call here. It is a block in the back on Wilmington. Now the key is, where is it from, though?
Flag on the play.
So they're going to mark it off back to the Wilmington 41. So it'll end up being a gain of 5 yards for Kettman instead. And it will set up 3rd down and 4. By the way, the defensive backs for Stillman Valley are Brady Hinkle, 5'10", 160-pound senior, along with Brandon Pittman, a 6 foot, 180-pound junior, and Jackson Musial, 6'1", 160-pound senior. So the Cats will face 3rd and 4 from their own 41-yard line. Again, off the near side and out of the double wing. 7:50 to go opening quarter, no score. This is Kettman off the left side, try to cut it back, reaches out. I think he's got enough for the first down. Kind of threw his body out there at the last second. And he will pick up 4 yards, and that is enough for a Wildcat self-storage first down, and the Cats will get a fresh set of 4 here. Looked like Spencer Parrish was slow to get up. He'll come up over here on the near side and get looked at by trainer Catherine Cohn, and the Cats will face a 1st and 10 from their own 45. By the way, coming in for him is Alex Will, 5'10", 256-pound senior. So out of the double wing, this is Farrell, right side again, cuts it back out near midfield. got tripped up there by Jackson Barrett, and it will be a gain of 4 and set up a 2nd down and 6. Good stop by Barrett.
Stop made by Barrett of the Cardinals. Brings up 2nd down and 6 to go for the Cats.
So 2nd and 6 from the Wilmington 49. And again, you see Stillman doing what a lot of teams do, which is throw everything you can at Kyle Farrell. But the problem is Kettman's on the other side.
Yeah, Kettman's getting several handoffs from Moore. He's already starting to pile up some yardage.
Rink pitches it right side. This is Farrell again. Bangs ahead across midfield down to the 46-yard line of Stillman Valley, and it will be a gain of about 5 yards. Set up 3rd down and a yard for Stillman, or for Wilmington against the Stillman defense.
3rd down and 1 to go for the Cats.
And the Cardinals throwing 6 up on that defensive line tonight. Sometimes 5, depending on how they want to go with it here. So Rink and Wilmington's offense, 3rd down and a yard from the Stillman Valley 46-yard line. Again off the near side, the Cats working left to right. In motion, Kettman gets the pitch. Cuts it back, he'll have the 1st down. Down to the 44-yard line of Stillman Valley. A gain of 2 yards and a Wildcat self-storage 1st down. Boy, this is just kind of a methodical drive to this point for the Cats.
1st and 10 for the Cats on the Cardinals 44-yard line.
It's kind of been a nice quiet drive. The one penalty, trying to sack them, but they overcame that.
So 1st and 10 from the Stillman 44. Again out of the double wing here. Stillman Valley with 5-6 up on the defensive line. Pitch comes right side. This is Farrell. Down inside the 40 to the near the 39-yard line. It's going to pick up 4 near 5 and 3 or 4 Cardinals in on the stop for Stillman Valley. Bring up 2nd down and 6. There's so many bodies in there for Stillman Valley. I mean, you're talking 9 guys in the box. So again, that works as long as you make the tackle initially. If you don't, somebody's going to be gone. Now they put 8 up there in that box and creep in the safety too. Pitch comes left side. This is Kettman and a flag down. That was a really late flag as the pile's still being pushed forward. And this would go all the way down to the 21, but it all depends on what this flag actually is. It was very late, right down the line of scrimmage. So a flag that late from the far side of the line, I'm not illegal shift on the Cats, but
Illegal shift, Wilmington.
I don't know. That's extremely late for a legal shift. I mean, the play was half over. All right, settle back. The Cats up 5 yards, and it'll put Wilmington at now 2nd down and 9.
2nd down and
So
9
you
to go
can
for the Cats.
wipe that off the board.
Yeah, it kind of did catch you off guard. Flag that late for that type of a penalty.
Yeah, that's not typically how that's called for sure. So 2nd down, we'll call it 10 from the Stillman Valley 44. And a couple of early penalties here for Wilmington that hasn't helped out on this drive. Underneath, Kettman trying to get the corner, and he will. Inside the 40, Kettman inside the 30, gets a block, and he's going to cruise into the end zone. Ryan Kettman, 44-yard touchdown run. And what a block out there by Hunter O, who got way out in front of him and kind of cleared the way. Kettman kind of shoved him into the defender, and Ryan Kettman in for a 44-yard touchdown run. And the Cats lead it 6-0, pending the extra point with 3:45 to go in the opening quarter.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up that block over there. That really cleared the way for him.
Boy, Hunter got out there and was running stride for him, and then threw a key block down the field. And that's what happens when you throw so many guys in the box and trying to take away those runs inside the tackles. Once somebody goes outside the tackles, see you later.
We've seen that a lot this year as people have tried to double up the line.
And then you try to adjust to that, and then the middle opens back up. So the kick here is good by Reed Walden.
Walden's kick is good.
And the Cats now lead it 7-0, 3:45 to go opening quarter. Back with more Cats football after this on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Spins and Needles in Wilmington is the premier sewing shop in the Chicagoland area. They specialize in sewing machine repair, tune-ups, and cleaning. Spins and Needles has a full selection of sewing products to choose from, including fabric, quilting supplies, and wind spinners. Stop by Spins and Needles at 614 Davie Lane in Wilmington from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday, or call 815-592-1183. Eaton & Schultz in Wilmington has earned the title of a trusted choice agency. That means they can offer competitive prices, a large range of products, and unequaled support. Whether it's home, car, or life insurance, Eaton & Schultz can take care of it. Eaton & Schultz is open Monday through Thursday 9 to 5 and Friday 9 to 4:30 at 382 West Baltimore Street in Wilmington, or 24 hours a day at eatonandschultz.net. Eaton & Schultz Insurance Group. People serving people.
So the Cats will kick off left to right, leading this one 7-0 with 3:45 to go in the opening quarter. Reed Walden will do the duties here as Stillman Valley with 3 back deep. Kick comes down at the 15, across the 20, 25, out across the 30, and out near the 36-yard line goes the return for Stillman. That is Michael Orlando on the return, and it will bring up 1st and 10 for Stillman from their own 37-yard line, right in the middle of the field, working right to left here. We'll give you the Wilmington defense here in just a moment. Last time around, Stillman Valley went out so fast that I didn't have a chance to get to the Wilmington starters. Handoff goes to the fullback up the middle. That'll be a gain of maybe 2 or 3 yards. On the carry was, looks like Jackson Barrett, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 7 yards from the Stillman Valley 40. Defensively for the Cats, up front on the D-line, Logan Van Dyne, 6'1", 202-pound junior. Will Wilson, 6'2", 203-pound sophomore. And Jack Cutter, 6 foot, 208-pound junior. We'll give you the rest of the starters here in just a moment. Can't put 4 up there now onto the flex bone here. Dropping back is Roof. Fires far side, incomplete. Good coverage out there by Farrell. It was intended for Michael Orlando, and it will bring up 3rd down and 7.
Well, that is receiver by 2 or 3 yards too many. But we did have a defender over close by.
Linebackers tonight for the Cats, Joe Van Dyne, 6 foot, 195-pound senior. Ryan Nelson, 6'2", 205-pound senior. Zach Oland, 5'11", 230-pound junior. And Declan Moran, 6'3", 175-pound sophomore. Again on the flex bone here, 3rd and 7 for Stillman Valley from their own 40. Far side back in motion, and we have a flag down. Looked like somebody moved up front here, and it's offside on the Cats. I thought there were a couple different people that moved.
Yeah, it looked like the right guard or tackle.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 2 after the penalty. Defensive backs for Wilmington, Ryan Kettman, 6'3", 185-pound junior. Kyle Farrell, the 5'10", 187-pound senior. Hunter O, 6 foot, 183-pound senior. And Billy Moore, 5'7", 135-pound junior. Well, that's a big penalty at Wilmington. They've already had 3 penalties in this game.
Yes, they have.
Not even at the end of the first quarter. All right, everything packed in here. The old T formation. Handoff goes up the middle, and wow, the second effort there might have gotten it. Believe that was, see if it's Barrett. I think it was him, but we want to make sure here. It is Jackson Barrett, who will pick up a couple of yards and gets a Stillman Valley 1st down. I mean, that is a great second effort from Jackson. He was stopped about a yard short and then just kind of flung his body out there and picked up the extra half a yard or yard.
Yeah, there was nobody that anchored him down. So you gave him a little breather for a second effort. He did it.
That's how big penalties are in the playoffs. They can stall drives or keep them going. Now 5 up there in that front line for the Cats. 1st and 10. And keeping it as Roof, and he gets collared at the 49. I mean, literally collared. He's wrapped up after a gain of maybe 3 to bring up 2nd and 7 as Stillman just shy of midfield here.
Is that Michael for that one?
It was Ryan Roof, the 6'1", 165-pound senior, keeping it for Stillman Valley. So 2nd down and 7, ball at the 49. Here, again, out of a much closer look of that flex ball with the fullback way up. And Roof keeping it near side, pitches it across the end, and then that goes nowhere. Boy, that's good pursuit from Ryan Kettman as he shoves Michael Orlando out of bounds. Gain of maybe 2, and it'll bring up 3rd and long for Stillman Valley. Boy, good pursuit. They tried to run the option pitch to the near side, and Kettman was having none of that one. So 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6 for the Cardinals.
Cardinals trying to keep this drive going here. 1:39 to go in the opening quarter. Wilmington leading at 7-0. Again, everything packed in again out of that flex ball look, almost T formation look, but only 2 steps behind the quarterback. Handoff goes to the fullback. I believe that's Brock Needs on the carry, and Brock will pick up about 3, but it'll be 4th and short. Actually, almost got 4 there. It'll be 4th and 2. So Brock with that fullback carry right up the middle, and Stillman just saying, listen, if we're going to win this game on the road tonight, we need to take some chances.
Yeah, they're going to have to do that.
1:08 to go in the first. Stillman facing 4th down and 2 from the Wilmington 45 off this near side hash. Roof under center, and the wishbone formation. Boy, the old Oklahoma days back there. As handoff goes right side, and this to Henry Hildreth, and I don't think he got there. This is going to depend on the spot, but I certainly don't think he got there. Hildreth got hit right past the line of scrimmage. That far side official is giving him a much more generous spot than I would have, but I don't know. They're going to have to bring out the chains and measure this. They tried to go Hildreth off the right side on that wishbone look. I don't know. This is going to be very close. All right, so the first one of the night, what do you think? Is it short, or does he have a first down?
I think before they marked it, he didn't make it. No.
Yes, I'm in on that, but
I think that was the right thing to call.
I think it's short, honestly. But it's not by much if it is. And there's the stretch, and it is, well, I don't know. We're still waiting. And it is short, and Wilmington will take over on downs. Good stand by the Cats defensively at the 44 of Wilmington. And that's the right call from Stillman Valley, though. 4th down and 2, you're in opponent territory. You're on the road. Already trailing by a score, and you need something to shake things up.
1st and 10 for the Cats.
I agree with it 100%. That's exactly what they needed to do. And the Cats did what they needed to do to stop it. But it was a battle all the way in.
So 49 seconds to go opening quarter. Wilmington will have it 1st and 10 from their own 44. Again, Stillman with a bunch of people up front. 5 on that D-line right now. Out of the double wing from the far side of the field. Cats working left to right. In motion, Farrell gets the pitch right side. He got caught from behind. Boy, that's a nice play. I believe that's Luke Miller who came from the backside to trip up Farrell.
Yeah, he actually reached out and caught him around the ankles and dropped him.
So Farrell will pick up a yard, maybe 2, depending on where they put it here. Looks like 2nd and 9. 30 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. The Cats are right on the borderline of being able to let the quarter run out, but and I don't know, we have enough officials' timeout. Logan Van Dyne comes off the field. Must be an equipment issue or something. I don't know. So Van Dyne heads over. Going to get something taped up here on the near side, but he'll be back at the end of this quarter for sure. They're just trying to tape something back up here. So 2nd down and 9. I'm not sure what. Stillman's just shuttling in people left and right here.
Here comes another one in.
Is that another equipment thing? I don't know. All right, 18 seconds to go in the quarter. The clock running, and the Cats will get one more playoff here. Actually, they don't even really need to, but looks like they will. Pitch comes right side. This is Farrell. Tried to break a tackle, still stringing it out across midfield down to the 48, maybe the 47 of Stillman Valley. And that'll bring us to the end of quarter number 1 off of Farrell's rush for about 6 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3 when we come back to start the second quarter. Cats lead at 7-0 over Stillman Valley. Back with more playoff football after this on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
In many ways, including Employees of the Month, job postings, a full directory, an event listing, and more. Stop by their office at 616 Davie Lane or online at wilmingtonilchamber.org. The Wilmington Chamber of Commerce is the source for all things business related in Wilmington.
So the Cats will have it 3rd down and a short 3 from the Stillman Valley 48 off the near side. And we're waiting for the scoreboard to be reset here. So 3rd down and 3 from the Stillman 48. So everything packed in here. Farrell to the near side, Kettman to the far, and Hunter O way up there as a fullback as well. Pitched back to the left side. This is Kettman inside the 40, all the way down to near the 38-yard line before he's finally tripped up. That'll be a gain of 9 yards and a Wildcat self-storage 1st down. Brandon Pittman on the stop for Stillman Valley. And Cats have it 1st and 10 from the 38 of the Cardinals.
That's a nice power running that time. He had one blocker with him. He just followed him right straight through there.
So 1st and 10 from the 38 again off this near side hash. Again out of the double wing. And Kettman picked up the ball that was dropped in the backfield, and Ryan Kettman's going to get it down inside the 35 to near the 34. Made something out of nothing there. The ball was dropped in the backfield and just kind of had to pick it up and move forward and still managed to get 4 yards.
He was very fortunate that it bounced right there.
So 2nd down and 6 from the Stillman 34-yard line now.
Kettman is just running with, I think as the year goes on, he gets tougher and tougher.
Yeah. He's definitely picked up more power. He's got speed for sure, but
He's picked up power. 2nd down and 6 from the 34. Pitch comes left side. Kettman, huge hole, breaks a tackle and then gets dropped inside the 25 at near the 24-yard line as Brandon Pittman again on the stop for Stillman Valley, a gain of 9 or so more, and the Wildcat self-storage 1st down. Brandon Pittman has come up and made a couple of tackles here, kind of being the last line of defense for the Cardinals.
Getting right around the ankle again that time. That was a couple of shoe-top tackles and saving the day for the Stillman Valley.
All right, everything packed in again. 1st and 10 from the 25 of Stillman. And Farrell trying to get around the outside with a stiff arm, and he's going to be wrapped up for a loss. Boy, that thing was doomed from the beginning, it looked like.
Yeah, it really was.
Looked like Hinkle and I was trying to see the other number on the far side. Might have been Barrett out there too, but in any case, 2nd down and 13.
There was a guy standing on that corner right over there. He didn't move, and he got them out of the trouble.
Clock rolling, 9:25 and counting here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd down and 13 for the Cats from the 28 of Stillman Valley. Out of the double wing again. Stillman with everybody on the defensive line. Pitch comes left side. This is Kettman. Makes a cutback inside the 20-yard line. Still going all the way down near the 15. Matter of fact, might have another 1st down.
What'd you say about that tough running power?
Boy, just carrying guys with him. He'll pick up 14 yards, almost 15, and a Wildcat self-storage 1st down. Ball at the 14 of Stillman Valley, just inside that 15-yard line. Cats leading at 7-0 with 9 minutes to go here in the opening half. We kind of thought this would be a quick game, but this is a really, really quick game at this point.
First and 10 to go for the Cats.
Hadn't been a whole lot of room for passing so far.
Again, out of the double wing, 1st and 10 from the 14. Pitch left side. This is Kettman again. A huge wall of blockers inside the 10. Gets tripped up down near the 5. I think that might be Brandon Pittman again. He's been everywhere trying to make stops for Stillman. A gain of 9 yards. Bring up 2nd and 1 for Wilmington just outside the 5-yard line. I mean, he's made 3 or 4 tackles in this drive alone that has saved the Cardinals because, again, kind of the last line of defense chopping down the running back. And
Kettman has just been really effective tonight.
8 minutes and counting here in this 1st half. Wilmington 2nd down and 1 from the Stillman Valley 5-yard line. Cardinals with 6 up on that defensive line again. This is Farrell off the right side, cuts it back, has a block, and cruises into the end zone. Touchdown, Wilmington. 5-yard touchdown run for Kyle Farrell. And the Cats lead it 13-0 with 7:44 to go in the opening quarter, or opening half, excuse me.
Boy, what a fantastic exhibit of how to run the ball with great power. With Kettman and Farrell both, one side, one the other, they have just been hammering away.
So Walden on to attempt the extra point here. Rink to snap. And the kick by Reed is good. So the Cats will lead it 14-0 with 7:44 to go in the opening half. This is Wilmington playoff football here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
The attorneys and staff at Odekirk, Allred, and Rhodes are here to help during your most stressful legal situations, including criminal cases, divorce, custody, personal injury, and more. Odekirk, Allred, and Rhodes will be with you every step of the way with aggressive representation that results in positive outcomes. Call 815-306-4864, visit online at odekirklaw.com, or stop by any one of their locations in Joliet, Manteno, Morris, or Wilmington today.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site services, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com.
So Reed Walden set to kick off yet again from the 40-yard line, kicking right to left.
I think Kepman has so far 92 yards in the first half.
Kick comes down to the 20-yard line, across the 25, out across the 30, and yet again out near the 36-yard line.
Boy, they get there every time.
So, looked like that Luke Miller who ended up with the football, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Stillman Valley from their own 36. Again, out of the more of a flex bone formation look, is dropping back his roof, looking down the near side, and that throw is incomplete. Kyle Farrell out there in coverage, intended for Michael Orlando.
Good position by Kyle.
Farrell back there at about the 45.
Kept himself between the ball and the receiver and just canceled the receiver out.
7:36 to go in the half. Wilmington leading at 14-0, and kind of get the feeling that Stillman Valley going to the air a little bit just to try to see if they can get some sort of spark here, because you definitely don't want to go down by another one to the Cats. Everything packed in. Wilmington with a bunch up front as well, and pitch goes to the far side, and a bunch of room for Michael Orlando. He's up the sideline, across midfield, and all the way down to near the Wilmington 42-yard line. A gain of 21 yards and a first down for Stillman Valley. Boy, that pitch caught the Cats a little bit that go around. Not enough staying home, and Coach Rink says, "Nah, we're not going to do that one again." So call it timeout and talk things over. 14-0 lead for the Cats. 7:27 to go in the opening half. Back with more playoff football after this on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reitz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955.
So out of the timeout, Stillman Valley has it 1st and 10 from the Wilmington 43-yard line. As Roof under center again will hand it off up the middle. I believe that's Brock Needs, the fullback on the carry, and Needs will pick up maybe a couple there for Stillman. Bring up 2nd down and 8 from the Wilmington 41.
Oh, that's the biggest sign of life that we've had out of Stillman Valley offensively tonight.
One thing in this game is you have to capitalize on your opportunities, because there are not a lot of them.
That's right.
These two teams with a run-first kind of offense, and they will chew up clock. So out of the flex bone again, 2nd and 8 from the 41. Handoff goes
now, there was an
to the
offensive
right.
player offsides. But.
And Farrell ended up tracking down Jackson Barrett after a gain of maybe 3. So bring up 3rd and 5 from the Wilmington 38.
Boy, you really got to pay attention with this team. There's so many ball fakes, and
Give it up for that Wildcat
they'll
defense.
run.
Well, I'm pretty sure that left
Yeah, moved early.
end jumped across the line of scrimmage.
Looked like it might have been. 3rd down and 5 from the Wilmington 38. Roof under center again. And keeping it this time is Roof, and Nelson says no way.
Wow.
And we'll drop him for a loss of 2. They tried to set up the pitch off the near side as he had Hildreth trying to come off the right, and Nelson just flew off the line and drops the quarterback for a loss of a yard. I certainly thought it was more than that, but
Boy, I did too.
we'll bring up 4th down and 6. And is Stillman Valley going to punt?
Surely not.
I don't.
Well, maybe they are. If I was Wilmington, I'd play it safe. I'd make sure they punt.
So we'll see what they do here. It looks like they indeed will punt. This bounces at the 10 to the 5 and cruises into the end zone. So it'll only gain about 19 yards or so on the punt, and the Cats will take over 1st and 10 from their 20. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised there. 4th and 6, deep in Wilmington territory, and
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure what the thinking was.
I mean, if it's, Wilmington takes forever to score in 5 minutes, it's not going to happen. The Cats can do it quickly too if they really want to.
Yeah, they can. They've done it before.
Now you put it on the back of the defense here for Stillman Valley to try to come up with a stop and get the ball back. And
one thing they've done, they've put the Wildcats right back in front of his goal, so you don't want to make any mistakes.
Off the double wing pitch comes the left side. This is Kettman across the 25 out near the 28 before he's finally tripped up, and a good gain there on 1st down. They were waiting a long time to move the
they are.
yard
5
marker
yards,
over there, but
6 yards.
it'll be a gain of
7 yards. Wow.
Yeah, 7, almost 8. Bring up 2nd down and a short 3.
Yeah, almost 8.
Go for the Cats.
4:35 and counting here in this first half. Again, Wilmington with everything packed in. 2nd down and a short 3, maybe a long 2 from the 28. Pitch comes left side again, and this is going to be out near another 1st down. Boy, everybody kind of in there for Stillman Valley.
They knew where the play was. They just couldn't get it stopped.
Looked like Watterson and Pittman combined on the stop. Kettman will pick up the 1st down after a gain of
Kettman, the ball carrier. 1st down, Wildcats.
about 3, maybe 4 more. And another Wildcat self-storage 1st down. 4:24 to go here in the opening half. Rink back up under center. Will pitch it right side. This time Farrell drags a defender with him out near the 35-yard line. Got hit initially in the backfield by Nick Wythe, and
2nd down and 8 to go for the Cats.
it'll bring up 2nd down and 8 after a gain of 2. And again, Wilmington in no hurry here either. You definitely do not want to give the ball back to Stillman with any time left in this half.
Nope, you sure don't.
And, another 1st down or so, and then you can start picking up the pace a little bit. But with a 14-0 lead, just chew clock. 2nd down and 8 from the Wilmington 34 off the near side. In motion is Kettman. Gets the pitch off the left side. Hits the hole and gets out near the 40-yard line.
Kettman, the ball carrier.
As Brock Needs on the stop for Stillman, and it will be a gain of 6 and set the Cats up with 3rd down and a yard.
3rd down and 1 to go for the Cats.
Clock rolling up on now 3 minutes to go in the first half, when it's been a very quick half of play. Everything packed in again. Rink under center. Takes the snap, pitches it back to Kettman, trying to find a hole across the 45, all the way out near midfield.
First down, Wildcats.
Jackson Barrett on the stop. It'll be a gain of 7 yards and a Wildcat self-storage first down out to the 48.
Which one was it?
Kettman for 7. Sure to stick around for our halftime show brought to you by Pro Real Estate at pro-homes.net. Take a look at your first half stats, get a full check of the IHSA football scoreboard from Otakirk Allred and Rhodes, and get you set for the second half. It's the halftime show brought to you by Pro Real Estate. Come up in just a couple of minutes. Pitch comes back to Farrell across midfield, carrying some guys with him down to the 48-yard line of Stillman Valley, and
Kyle Farrell, the ball carrier.
be a gain of about 4 as Brock needs in there along with a bunch of other Stillman
4 yards.
defenders.
Second down and 5 to go for the Cats.
Boy, there's just a consistent gain on that running play.
Well, we're down to 2 minutes to go in the half. We'll see if Wilmington kind of picks up the pace here a little bit or if they just elect to keep churning yards out and run into the end of the half. There's Farrell off the right side trying to get the corner inside the 45. Farrell all the way down to the 40.
Farrell, the ball carrier.
So
That's enough for another first down.
Kyle Farrell will
Wildcats.
pick up 7 yards and a Wildcat self-storage first down to the 40-yard line of Stillman Valley. 1:44 to go in the first half, and they wind that clock. So the Cats moving the football, but still 40 yards to go.
A little faster up the line of scrimmage this time.
1:33 and counting. Pitch comes left side. Kettman trying to get the corner. Cuts back inside the 40, inside the 35, down to the 33. Guess who's on the stop for Stillman Valley again? Brandon Pittman in there. He's made about half the stops in the first half, I think.
He's not a big guy either.
So,
Pittman with the stop for the Cardinals.
boy, good carry from Kettman. Will pick up about 8. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the 32-yard line. So, timeout here. Once again, we'll take a break. Back with more Cats Play of Football in a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer has led the way in the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com or call 815-521-0900.
So, 2nd down and 2 from the Stillman Valley 32. Clock run to 1:20 to go. Pitch comes right side. This is Farrell. Big hole inside the 30, and there he goes. Kyle Farrell into the end zone for a touchdown. A 32-yard touchdown run. Farrell broke a couple of tackles and cruises into the end zone, and Wilmington leads it 20-0 with 1:11 to go here in the first half.
Kyle Farrell with that Wildcat touchdown.
So the Cats just hammer away, and eventually it breaks.
Boy, I tell you, that's like a sledgehammer.
Yep, you just keep hammering away, and you wait for something to give way, and it did. So the Cats trying to, I think they're missing somebody out there. Couples will run out there, but
Might have to call a timeout.
we'll see. I think they got everybody out there, so the snap and the kick from Walden is good. Thought I heard a whistle, but I guess not. Cats lead at 21-0 over Stillman Valley with 1:11 to go in the half. We'll take a break. Come back with more Cats football after this on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Wilmington Pizzeria is located at 206 East Baltimore Street in Wilmington. They have pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and a full selection of meal deals. They offer pickup and delivery too. Wilmington Pizzeria is open Monday through Saturday from 10:30 to 9. Call Wilmington Pizzeria at 815-476-7011 or check them out online at wilmingtonpizzeria.com. Warren's Collision Center is at 860 Easy Street in Braidwood. They accept all insurance companies, and as always, customer service is their top priority. Contact Warren's Collision Center at 815-458-3000 3300, stop by online at warrenscollision.com, or visit in person at 860 Easy Street in Braidwood. Warren's Collision Center is open from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair.
So again, Reed Walden will have it teed up at the 40, kicking it off right to left. 1:11 to go in this first half. And a line drive kickoff down to the 13-yard line, and we've got a whistle. And it's like a legal procedure on the Cats, so somebody ended up leaving early.
So now they should get it on the 41. We'll see.
So they'll back it up to the 35 here.
Illegal procedure in Wilmington.
If this goes to the 41, I'm leaving. If it goes to 36.
So again, 3 back deep for Stillman Valley. Again, the Cats tonight have just methodically chewed up yardage, gotten scores. The defense has made stops when they've needed to. And Reed's kick way back to the 17, across the 20 to the 30, and out to the 33, and that's it. Everybody there for the Cats. On the return for Stillman was Michael Orlando, and it will set the Cardinals up with 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. So
Taken down by a pack of cats.
let's see what Stillman, actually 33 as they end up putting it. We'll see what Stillman has planned here for the last minute of the half. I don't really see them as being like a spread it out and chuck it kind of team, but we'll see what they do here. Roof under center will hand it off up the middle, and boy, nothing doing. Declan Moran in there in a hurry and stops
Moran in on the tackle.
Jackson Barrett, who ends up getting
Barrett, the ball carrier.
a couple of yards. Well, I guess maybe one to bring up 2nd and 9. And Stillman not in any hurry here to do anything with this. You definitely don't want to give the ball back to Wilmington, that's for sure. Down to 32 seconds to go in the opening half. Get out of that flex bone look. Almost the double wing, similar to it. And handoff goes to the counter on the far side, trying to get the edges. Orlando, that's not going to happen. 3 or 4 Cats out there.
I wonder if that's
There's
a face mask.
Flag down, so very, very well could be. I'm not that. So flag came in from
I didn't see anything else.
the middle of the field, and we'll see what it is. As of right now, it's just like a gain of a yard, and that's it. It's a face mask on Stillman Valley. So a 5-yarder on the Cardinals will back it up. So after a gain of a yard for Michael Orlando, it must have been he was trying to stiff arm and just grabbed a hold of the face mask and bring up 2nd down and 14 with 14 seconds to go here in the first half. So they will start the clock here, and I think Stillman Valley might just let it roll to the end of the half. Or they are not in any hurry to get up to the line here, and that is indeed what is going to happen. Good first half of football for the Wilmington Wildcats as they lead Stillman Valley 21-0 at the half. Welcome into the halftime show, brought to you by Pro Real Estate at pro-homes.net. Big thank you to them for stepping up and sponsoring each and every halftime show this year. We'll take ourselves a timeout. We'll come back, look at your first half stats, and have a full check of the IHSA football scoreboard from Motorkirk, Allred, and Rhodes. We'll do all that and more in just a couple of minutes here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Pro Real Estate is a family business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents
work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by and discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916. Wildcat Self-Storage is a facility providing clean, convenient, and well-maintained storage units. They provide great customer service with competitive rates, and they also have online bookings and payments for your convenience. Wildcat Self-Storage is 131 School Street in Wilmington, online at wildcatsst.com, and by phone at 815-768-0681. Wildcat Self-Storage is proud to be locally owned. Spins and Needles in Wilmington is the premier sewing shop in the Chicagoland area. They specialize in sewing machine repair, tune-ups, and cleaning. Spins and Needles has a full selection of sewing products to choose from, including fabric, quilting supplies, and wind spinners. Stop by Spins and Needles at 614 Davy Lane in Wilmington from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday, or call 815-592-1183. Eaton & Schultz in Wilmington has earned the title of a trusted choice agency. That means they can offer competitive prices, a large range of products, and unequaled support. Whether it's home, car, or life insurance, Eaton & Schultz can take care of it. Eaton & Schultz is open Monday through Thursday 9 to 5 and Friday 9 to 4:30 at 382 West Baltimore Street in Wilmington, or 24 hours a day at eatonandschultz.net. Eaton & Schultz Insurance Group. People serving people. Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955. If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reitz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's.
This is the halftime show brought to you by Pro Real Estate at pro-homes.net and also at 815-476-7916. Cats lead at 21-0 over Stillman Valley here at the break of round 1 of the 2024 IHSA football playoffs. Not a whole lot to go over in regards to stats because there was just a lot of rushing the football and a lot of time being taken off the clock. So first off, let's start with Stillman Valley. Ryan Roof, 4 carries for -1 yard in the first half. Jackson Barrett had 4 rushes for 9 yards. Brock Needs, 2 carries for 5 yards. Michael Orlando ran the ball 4 times for 24 yards. And Henry Hildreth, 1 carry for 2 yards. That means Stillman Valley, 16 rushing attempts for 37 yards. So right at 2 yards or so a carry in the first half. Ryan Roof was 0 for 2 passing. So Stillman Valley has 37 yards rushing the football in the first half, and total yards in the first half. For the Cats, Kyle Farrell, 14 rushing attempts. Is that 53 yards? 83? I'm going to make sure I get that. Okay. 14 rushing attempts for 83 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half. Ryan Kettman, 13 carries, 120 yards, and a touchdown in the first half. You put all that together, 27 rushing attempts for Wilmington, 203 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Everything going through Kettman and Farrell. The Cats have outgained Stillman Valley 203 to 37 in the first half of play, and Wilmington's pretty well controlled everything.
I was saying it's been pretty much that way. Wilmington has really controlled everything.
The Cats lead at 21-0 over Stillman Valley. We got about 13 minutes before the start of half
number 2. We're going to take ourselves another timeout. When we come back, we'll have a full check of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk, Allred, and Rhodes. We'll get to that here in just a couple of minutes on the Christian Internet Sports Network on the Halftime Show, brought to you by Pro Real Estate at pro-homes.net and at 815-476-7916.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you could trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site services, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. The attorneys and staff at Odekirk, Allred, and Rhodes are here to help during your most stressful legal situations, including criminal cases, divorce, custody, personal injury, and more. Odekirk, Allred, and Rhodes will be with you every step of the way with aggressive representation that results in positive outcomes. Call 815-306-4864, visit online at odekirklaw.com, or stop by any one of their locations in Joliet, Manteno, Morris, or Wilmington today. The Wilmington Chamber of Commerce at wilmingtonilchamber.org represents Wilmington businesses in many ways, including Employees of the Month, job postings, a full directory, an event listing, and more. Stop by their office at 616 Davie Lane or online at wilmingtonilchamber.org. The Wilmington Chamber of Commerce is the source for all things business related in Wilmington.
Back here on the Christian Internet Sports Network, halftime show brought to you by Pro Real Estate at pro-homes.net and also at 815-476-7916. All right, Cats lead it 21-0 over the Stillman Valley Cardinals here at the half, roughly 10 minutes or so before the start of our second half of play, and that gives us an opportunity to look at the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk, Allred, and Rhodes, and boy, are there scores to get to. Let's start with 3A, the part of the bracket that these two teams actually fall into in the first round here. Eureka beat Piatone 29-22 last night. The Blue Devils hung in it all the way to the end, and Piatone ends up on the short end losing by 7, or else we would have had to go to Piatone, but Eureka will come here if the Cats win tonight next week. So it would be Wilmington and Eureka if that was to actually happen here. The other bottom part of that, Dupec, Durand, Pecatonica, no issues with Genoa Kingston, 66-0.
Oh.
The win for Durand, Pecatonica, and Monmouth Roseville defeated Paxton Buckley Loda 49-20 today. In the top part of this whole thing, and where the teams are that everybody's kind of looking at, Byron 57-20 over Perry Central. It was Montini 49-0 over North Lawndale out of Chicago. Princeton beat Oregon 40-8, and Chicago King 40-8 over Chicago Marshall. And that is all of the 3A North scores. Let's go 3A South. St. Joe Ogden, no big surprise here, a 1-16 game. They beat West Frankfort 48-0. Tolono Unity 44-31 over Roxana. That was a 9-8 matchup. Nashville hangs on to beat Olympia 42-35. It was Greenville 48, Fairfield 6. Sullivan Okaw Valley 32-6 over Mount Carmel. Benton 48-7 over New Berlin. It was Williamsville 49, Carlinville 14, and Monticello over DeCoin 49-20. That's all of the 3A scores. Now let's go top to bottom here. I'm just going to run through them as quick as I can. 1A North, Leroy 54-21 over Aurora Christian. By the way, these are all finals unless I tell you they're not. Rockford Lutheran 42, Anawan Weathersfield 21. It was Marquette 44-6 over Rushville Industry. Galena hangs on and wins by 1 over Stark County. Wow. It was Galena 43, Stark County 42. Lena Winslow blows out Clifton Central 70-32. Stockton 60, Princeville 30. It was Salt Fork going down to Gibson City, Melvin Sibley, and losing to the Falcons 38-7. Sterling Newman beat Chicago Hope today 50-22. That's a tough draw for Hope to get into the playoffs and get Sterling Newman right off the bat. Altoff 60-0 over Dupo. It was Carrollton 44, West Central 8. Casey Westfield 39-21 over Route. It was Brown County 18, Greenfield Northwestern 16. Calhoun 38, Central A&M 7. Cesar Valier 30-6 over Red Hill. Camp Point 34, Nokomis 6. Cumberland 28, Tuscola 6. All right, 2A North. Farmington 21-0 over Deer Creek Mackinac. They were the 1 seed, winning 21-0. Rockridge 22, Pearl City 8. Elmwood Brimfield 56-26 over Oakwood. Dwight got a big win last night over Laments, 41-13. That was a 12-5 matchup. Good win for Dwight. Good to see them getting a win in the playoffs. Bismarck Henning 14, Erie Prophetstown 6. Seneca 39-23 over El Paso Gridley. It was Downs Tri-Valley 42-28 over Bloomington Central Catholic, and Chicago Christian 53-8 over Illini West. 2A South, Johnston City 46-13 over Red Bud. Warrensburg Latham 35-30 over Carmi White County. Pena 21, Shelbyville 18. Vandalia 41-21 over Sangamon Valley. Maroa Forsyth 49, Decatur St. Teresa 13. Chester beat Westville 40-35. Quincy Notre Dame 49-6 over Flora. Arthur Lovington Atwood Hammond 54-32 over North Mac. In 4A, Geneseo. Now this is weird, but when you kind of think about it, Geneseo is a 16 seed. Chicago Sullivan is the 1, but Chicago Sullivan a public league team. Geneseo, the 16 seed, won 42-0. Over Chicago Sullivan. DePaul 48-8 over Chicago Diet. It was Wheaton 55, Sandwich 19. Talk about a tough draw for Sandwich. That's a tough draw. St. Lawrence 35-17 over Richmond Burton. Rockford Boylan 26-0 over South Shore International. Coal City 41-13 over Johnsburg. Went over to Coal City last night to watch that game, and the Coalers started off a little slow against Johnsburg, but then turned it on and cruised to the end. And they will get Rockford Boylan next week, and that will be at Boylan. Dixon 35-14 over Marengo. It's Chicago Agricultural Science 22-12 over Chicago Clemente. In 4A South, Breeze Central 42-7 over Harrisburg. Murfreesboro 55-33 over Macomb. Peoria Notre Dame 59-58 over Rochester. We were just talking about that here in the press box the last time Rochester lost in the opening round. Mount Zion 42-21 over Carterville. Richland County 41-14 over Kewanee. It was Normal University 41, Manteno 14. So the Panthers knocked out in the opening round of the playoffs. Waterloo 33, Taylorville 30. Cahokia 30-17 over Columbia. Boy, I don't think I'm going to get through. But I might have to do the 7 and 8A ones in the postgame. 5A Sycamore 50-8 over Chicago Noble. It was Westinghouse 32 and Prosser 14. St. Francis 42-18 over Sterling. Prairie Ridge 65. Chicago Good Stem 6. Rochelle 42-7 over Marmion. It was Bennett Academy 48-0 over Perspectives. Nazareth blows out Peyton College Prep 54-0. Woodstock North 14. Freeport nothing. That game is in the second quarter, by the way. That's one of the few that isn't done. 14-0 Woodstock over Freeport. That's ongoing. Morgan Park 34-0 over Tinley Park. Metamora 23, Centralia 9. Those are finals. Morris with Troy Triad in the second quarter. Morris leads that game 35-14. So we'll keep an eye on that one as Morris trying to get a win tonight. Highland 55-19 over Marion. These are finals again. Peoria 52, Hillcrest 36. Thornton Fractional North 40, Corliss 6. Sacred Heart Griffin 24-21 over Mahomet Seymour, and Jacksonville and Joliet Catholic have not started yet. We will keep an eye on that later. All right, in the post game, we will get to 6A, 7A, 8A, and we'll also come back to Morris and Joliet Catholic and check on those in the post game as well. So don't worry, we'll go through the entire scoreboard update. We'll do 6A, 7A, 8A in the postgame. Check back on those and talk to Coach Rinks as well. All right, this has been the Halftime Show brought to you by Pro Real Estate at pro-homes.net and also at 815-476-7916. We'll take a break, and we will come back with your second half here in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer has led the way in the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com or call 815-521-0900. Wilmington Pizzeria is located at 206 East Baltimore Street in Wilmington. They have pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and a full selection of meal deals. They offer pickup and delivery too. Wilmington Pizzeria is open Monday through Saturday from 10:30 to 9. Call Wilmington Pizzeria at 815-476-7011 or check them out online at wilmingtonpizzeria.com. Warren's Collision Center is at 860 Easy Street in Braidwood. They accept all insurance companies, and as always, customer service is their top priority. Contact Warren's Collision Center at 815-458-3300. Stop by online at warrenscollision.com or visit in person at 860 Easy Street in Braidwood. Warren's Collision Center is open from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. Pro Real Estate is a family business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by and discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916. Is the lead for Wilmington as we head to the second half here. Stillman Valley gets ready to kick it off right to left. Wilmington actually won the initial toss and deferred to the second half, which the Cats prefer to do. And we'll see if the Cats can get another score here and make things very, very difficult on Stillman Valley. So Stillman Valley will go ahead and kick it off. No onside kick there. Take it across the 35 out near the 40. And honestly, you might as well have tried to onside kick it because it would have been about
only 10
8 yards difference anyway. So Wilmington will take over 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. And again, if you're the Cats, churn out some clock, get in the end zone, and one of those classic 8-10 minute drives here would be really, really good.
Well, that would be nice.
So everything packed in again. Stillman Valley with 5 up there on the defensive line. Rink under center. In motion is Ketman. Handoff underneath on the counter to Farrell, and he will get out near the 45-yard line. A lot of movement there. And one of the few. Holy cow, they moved it back to the 43-yard line. A gain of 2, maybe 3 yards. Boy, that certainly is an interesting spot on that one. So 11:25 to go here in the third quarter. Again, the Cats will come back up to the line using every second on that clock, down to 10 seconds and under on the play clock. Rink under center. In motion is Ketman. Handoff again underneath to Farrell. Inside the 45, inside the 40. Farrell all the way down to the 35-yard line before he's tripped up. A gain of 22 yards and a Wildcat self-storage first down. 2 times in a row, they ran Ketman on what looked like was going to be a pitch and ran counter underneath with Kyle Farrell, and Farrell came back off the near side that time and ran off 22 yards.
Was that ever effective? Get that accident hit him back the other way and caught him completely off guard.
On the Cardinals, the 35-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from the Stillman Valley 35. Again, everything packed in out of the double wing. In motion, Kettman gets the pitch inside the 35, hurdles a defender inside the 30, still going, and Ryan Kettman's going to run into the end zone. Kettman made a couple of moves, got out in the open, and is gone. And Wilmington now leads it 27-0 with 10:25 to go in the third quarter. Boy, good run there from Ryan Kettman. Boy, again, some patience. Had to clear out over some bodies in front of him there and then just took off.
Is that a 35-yard run?
Yep. 35-yard touchdown run for Ryan Kettman. And again, Reed Walton on to attempt the extra point here. Well, that wasn't an 8-10 minute drive, but it was a touchdown drive. And the kick from Walden is good somehow. The two
Walden's kick is good.
defenders from Stillman Valley collided right in front of the holder, and neither one of them blocked the kick. So 28-0 is the lead for Wilmington over Stillman Valley. Take a break, come back with more Cats playoff football after this on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Wildcat Self-Storage is a facility providing clean, convenient, and well-maintained storage units. They provide great customer service with competitive rates. And they also have online bookings and payments for your convenience. Wildcat Self-Storage is at 131 School Street in Wilmington, online at wildcatsst.com, and by phone at 815-768-0681. Wildcat Self-Storage is proud to be locally owned. Spins and Needles in Wilmington is the premier sewing shop in the Chicagoland area. They specialize in sewing machine repair, tune-ups, and cleaning. Spins and Needles has a full selection of sewing products to choose from, including fabric, quilting supplies, and wind spinners. Stop by Spins and Needles at 614 Davie Lane in Wilmington from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday, or call 815-592-1183.
28-0 a lead for Wilmington. Reed Walden with the kickoff comes down to the 17-yard line across the 20, 25, out near the 28. As, again, you see it's Jackson Musial on the return for Stillman Valley, and I'm not sure who it was in the start for the Cats, trying to figure out. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna go with the PA announcer here and say Bianchetta, although I'm not entirely sure. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line for Stillman. Pitch goes far side around the 30, 35. Goes Henry Hildreth, and he's finally run out of bounds after a decent game. Well, I guess it depends on whether they'll mark him off on the far side. Well, Hildreth got the corner and then got shoved out of bounds. A gain of 4, bring up 2nd down and 6.
Brings up 2nd down and 6 for the Cardinals.
Yeah, he did a good job of getting around that corner. Hustled by the Wildcats, limited him to 4 yards. Looked like he might go for farther.
One receiver split out to the far side. Again, this 3-back set here, and Stillman Valley is going to use a timeout. Boy, timeouts that I don't know if they can afford to use. 28-0 the lead for the Cats. 10-13 to go in the third quarter. Back with more Wilmington football after this on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Eaton and Schultz in Wilmington has earned the title of a trusted choice agency. That means they can offer competitive prices, a large range of products, and unequaled support. Whether it's home, car, or life insurance, Eaton and Schultz can take care of it. Eaton and Schultz is open Monday through Thursday 9 to 5 and Friday 9 to 4:30 at 382 West Baltimore Street in Wilmington, or 24 hours a day at eatonandschultz.net. Eaton and Schultz Insurance Group. People serving people.
So it'll be 2nd down and 6 for Stillman Valley out of the timeout. And a drive that the Cardinals really need to put something together because so far it's been all Wilmington.
Yeah, they've had a rough sledding so far. A couple runs they had that lasted for 4 yards. They had one up there for about 21 yards by Orlando. Good gainer.
So everything packed in again. Wishbone formation here for Stillman. Keeping the ball right side. Roof, and he gets up the sideline. Inside the 50, 45, 40, all the way down to the 35-yard line before Farrell knocks him out of bounds.
Got made by Farrell.
A gain of 31 yards for Ryan Roof, and it will be a first down for Stillman Valley to the Wilmington 36-yard line.
That's the biggest play from scrimmage so far tonight. They had the 21-yarder.
That's been the best play that they've run, has been the option.
Yeah, I tell you what, I saw the Wildcat containing the end, but he couldn't decide whether to go take the guy who's going to pitch to or the other guy. He was only one guy.
Out of the flex bone here, handoff goes left side. Boy, nothing doing. Cats all over that. Ketman and Nelson combine on the stop of Brock Needs, and will bring up 2nd down and 11 after a loss of a yard. Needs tried to go to the outside and could not get there.
Yeah, Wildcats were already there, ready to plaster him.
2nd and 10 to go for the Cardinals.
Well, I guess they'll say no gain officially, so
Oh, is it?
2nd down and 10 from
I took one away
36.
from
I mean, there probably should have been one taken away, but let's say 2nd and 10. One receiver split out to the far side. Again, out of this flex bone look. Roof under center will hand it off up the middle for Jackson Barrett, who finally got tripped up after a gain of about 6. And bring up, I guess, right at 5. So 3rd down and 5 for the Cardinals. 9 minutes and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Again, everything packed in again. Handoff goes up the middle and nothing doing. The whole interior of that Cats defensive line will shut that down. Needs on the carry again, maybe a yard, and that's it.
Needs the ball carrier. Brings up 4th down for Stillman Valley.
Boy, up front for the Cats between Cutter and Van Dyne and Declan Moran and Olin filling. They're all over the place. Here we go. Back to the wishbone formation. One receiver on the near side. 4th and 4. Roof will hand the ball off up the middle and nothing doing. Again, the Cats. Olin leading the way there. And Brock Needs with no gain.
Needs the ball carrier.
And that will turn the ball over on downs to
Cats take over on down.
Wilmington at their own 30-yard line. Boy, Stillman just, they've had a couple of plays where guys have broken free, but other than that, the Wilmington defense has been very stingy.
And they've had exactly 2 plays where they've broken out a little bit with a good-sized gain, 21 and 30. But that's been it for the night.
Ball right in the middle of the field, 1st and 10 for Wilmington, working left to right. In motion, Farrell gets the handoff across the 30, still carrying bodies across the 35. Finally tripped up out near the 37-yard line. Boy, good chunk of yards there. Pick up 6, bring up 2nd and 4 for Wilmington.
Second down and 4 to go for the Cats. Just saying.
So Wilmington churning off clock here. 7:38 to go in this 3rd quarter. The Cats facing a 2nd and 4 from their own 36, almost the 37. Again, out of the double wing again. Rink under center. In motion, Farrell gets the handoff right side, cuts it back out near the 40, and finally gets stood up there, almost near a first down.
Farrell, the ball carrier.
As Brady Hinkle on the stop for Stillman Valley. I'll bring up 3rd down and a yard for Wilmington. It looks like we have a timeout for a player injury with 7:14 to go here in the third quarter. Take ourselves a timeout. Come back with more Wilmington Wildcats playoff football in a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
The Wilmington Chamber of Commerce at wilmingtonilchamber.org represents Wilmington businesses in many ways, including Employees of the Month, job postings, a full directory, an event listing, and more. Stop by their office at 616 Davie Lane or online at wilmingtonilchamber.org. The Wilmington Chamber of Commerce is the source for all things business related in Wilmington. The attorneys and staff at Odekirk, Allred, and Rhodes are here to help during your most stressful legal situations, including criminal cases, divorce, custody, personal injury, and more. Odekirk, Allred, and Rhodes will be with you every step of the way with aggressive representation that results in positive outcomes. Call 815-306-4864, visit online at odekirklaw.com, or stop by any one of their locations in Joliet, Manteno, Morris, or Wilmington today.
So 7:14 to go in the third quarter. Brody Wanderson helped off the far side, but looked like off under his own power. So
yeah, he got up and they got him on his feet, and he walked off on his own power. So that's a good sign.
So third down and a yard for Wilmington from their own 39-yard line. See what the Cats go to here. So again, everything packed in on third and a yard. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage in both teams here. This is Farrell off the right side, and he will end up with a first down. Picks up maybe two. And it'll be enough for a Wildcat self-storage first down. First and 10 for Wilmington from their own 41, almost the 42-yard line.
Just be nice and patient. Take those little gainers. Keep hammering away. All the while, that clock keeps whispering on by in the background.
Yep, just churn out some yards and keep the clock rolling.
We got almost half the third period gone, 6:35.
So in motion, Farrell again gets the handoff right side. Boy, he got stood up right about the line of scrimmage. The pile's still moving, though, across the 45. Pile still moving out near the 48-yard line. Good grief. That just kept going.
He got more after the pile was made than before.
Farrell, the ball carrier.
So Farrell will pick up 5, close to 6 yards, got in the middle of all that, and his offensive lineman came behind him and just shoved the pile forward to bring up 2nd and 4 after that gain of 6. But right now it's just methodical. Giving the ball to Kyle and let him get 4 or 5 yards at a time. As long as he's getting 4 or 5, you're happy with that for the rest of the quarter.
Well, Kyle will probably get stronger as the game goes on. The defense gets more tired.
As Stillman Valley throws 5 on that defensive line again. Out of the double wing here for the Cats. This is up the middle. Hunter O, big hole! And Hunter's going to go for a touchdown. Hunter O with nobody near him.
Touchdown!
And a 53-yard touchdown run for Hunter O. And this Wilmington offense, boy, they kept hammering away. Everybody forgot about Hunter, and he was gone.
Man. He came through like a missile.
And I mean, no one knew he had the football. And by the time they did, he was in the end zone. 34-0 after a 53-yard touchdown run for Hunter O. And the Cats will.
That was just a good play call.
It was.
You can't find fault with the defense. That was just a really good play call.
You know, it was in my head when they had that 3rd and a yard. I'm like, you know what? They haven't gone to that yet. Now, of course, you wouldn't really on a 3rd and a yard, but I was kind of sitting there. I'm like, I wonder if they're going to dig that out this week or kind of let it sit since this game is where it is. But the kick is good from Reed Walden. And the Cats now lead it 35-0 over Stillman Valley with 5:24 to go in the third quarter. Take a break, come back with more Cats playoff football after this on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you could trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site services, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com.
35-0 is the lead for Wilmington here with 5:24 to go in the third quarter. Boy, again, the Cats just methodically hammering away, and then every now and then a little wrinkle. And you saw it that time from the fullback run, and Hunter O just took off.
He just exploded through there.
You give him a step, wave by.
And they're concentrating, trying to get Farrell and Ketman, get them under control and on either side. He goes right up the middle.
So this kick will come down near the 18-yard line across the 20, 25, out to the 30 and near the 33-yard line. Boy, Jay Neville's out there making a stop on special teams, and
Neville's with the stop for the Cats.
Jackson Musial on the return for Stillman. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals from their own 32-yard line.
10 for the Cardinals.
Down to 5:18 to go in this third quarter. It's Roof under center. Will pitch the ball right side. A little halfback option here. Pass down the far side is incomplete. Tried to pitch it back to Henry Hildreth, who threw the ball but got hit immediately by Kyle Farrell. The pass underthrown out near midfield, and good coverage from the Cats out there anyway. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Not a bad play call, just the Cats didn't fall for it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good change of pace. Might catch him off balance if he did, so it was worth a try.
2nd down and 10 from the 32 of Stillman off this near side. Again, out of that flex bone formation, one receiver to the far side. And Roof trying to keep it to the outside, nothing doing there either. Is that Billy Moore coming up to make a stop? Looks like it is. Billy not fooled at all by the quarterback keep that time around. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 is
Roof with the quarterback keep. Stop made by Moore. Brings up 3rd down for the Cardinals.
so 3rd and 10 for Stillman Valley from their own 32-yard line. And the Cardinals have tried a lot of stuff tonight. It's just not much has worked. There's the fake handoff. Roof near side fires, and it's caught and out near a 1st down. And I think he might have it caught by Jackson Barrett. Ryan Ketman on the stop. It's a gain of 11 yards, and it is a Stillman Valley 1st down to the 43-yard line.
It's the first completed pass of the game.
It's a nice little play as Ryan faked the handoff, rolled to his left, and just made a good throw, short throw.
Yeah, it was a pretty safe play to call.
1st and 10 for Stillman Valley from their own 43. Again, out of the flex here. Dropping back. Roof fires far side. It is caught down to the Wilmington 47-yard line. Boy, there was nobody out there for the Cats. That pass is wide open. He would have hit him on the run. That might have went for a touchdown. I was trying to see who came up with the football on the far side. I think it's Michael Orlando. We'll bring up 1st and 10. So Orlando with the 10-yard reception. So Roof will take the snap, hands it off on the counter, and that goes nowhere. Tried to run the counter on the backside. The Cats blow that up. I think it was Henry Hildreth who tried the counter on the far side and could not get through. So second down and 13 from the Wilmington 49. Dropping back is Roof, looking left side, fires it. That's sitting up in the air. Kettman picks it off, and Ryan Kettman's up the sideline. There is a block in the back for sure. And into the end zone goes Ryan Kettman as there's a two-hand shove in the back of Michael Orlando. And I mean, that's going to come back from the Stillman Valley 27-yard line, and it will back the Cats up. But needless to say, though, the interception from Ryan Kettman will give the Cats the football, and a good forced turnover from this Wilmington defense, and the block in the back will still give the Cats very good field position at the 37-yard line of Stillman Valley. Boy, Kettman kept his head, turned it around, saw the ball floating in the air, and picked off the pass. 3 minutes to go here in this third quarter, and the Cats leading it 35-0. And Wilmington starting to pull some starters here. Kettman and Farrell both pulled out now, as the Cats definitely want to stay as healthy as they can moving forward. Sean James, and I believe that's Couples on the far side. This pitch comes right side, inside the 35, inside the 25, and all the way down near the 20-yard line goes Nate Couples. Really good run. They're on first down. It's a gain of 16 and a Wildcat self-storage first down. But the Cats rotate out wingbacks and don't miss a beat. So Kettman and Farrell sitting over here on this series. Maybe out offensively for the rest of the night. We'll see. Rink up under center. 1st and 10 from the Stillman Valley 21 off the near side. This is Sean James inside the 20. James is going to take off for the end zone, and Sean's going to get there. Sean James bounces it to the outside. A 21-yard touchdown run for Sean. The Cats lead it 41-0 with 2:47 to go in the third quarter.
Wow, things happening.
Boy, I mean, everything is working for the Cats here in the second half. Cats go with 2 new wingbacks, and they go straight down the field and score.
We've seen those wingbacks coming in for little stints of time in the season, and they can both run.
It's not a running clock during a touchdown.
So Reed Walden on to attempt the extra point here. Good snap from Rink, and the kick from Walden is good. And Wilmington leads it 42-0 with 2:47 to go in the third quarter. Take a break. Back with more Cats playoff football after this on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reentz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955.
The Cats lead it 42-0 with 2:47 to go here in the third quarter. This bounces down inside the 25, returned out near the 34-yard line. I think that's Orlando on the return for Stillman Valley. Nope, it is Jackson Musial. So the Cats have rotated in the entire second team defense here is Wilmington, again, not taking any chances of getting anybody injured in a game like this. First round of the playoffs. Get out of the flex bone here. Handoff goes far side, and that's not going to go anywhere. Henry Hildreth on the carry. Van Dyne makes the stop, and big loss, a loss of almost 6. Second down and 16 for Stillman Valley.
Second down and 16 to go for the Cardinals.
Billy Moore will rotate back in, actually. Trying to get out there quick. Wishbone formation here for Stillman Valley, usually signaling option to the outside. And Roof will keep it. And he'll stretch it out to near the 45-yard line before he's finally stopped. A gain of 17 yards. And a first down for Stillman Valley as the clock will continue to roll. Wishbone formation again from their own 46-yard line. Roof will keep it again off the right side. Into Wilmington territory inside the 40, down near the 38. A gain of 17 yards. And a Stillman Valley first down. The Cardinals trying to go in a hurry up here.
Is that Roof again?
Yep. So the Stillman Valley stats are going to look a whole lot better.
Oh, it's improving all along here.
After Wilmington puts in their second team defense. Handoff goes right side, and good chunk of yards there for Brock Needs. I think it'll pick up about 8 yards, bring up second down and 2. The Cats are going to get caught trying to make a change here, and flags all over the place.
Flag on the field.
So there'll be too many men on the field for the Cats trying to make changes, and Stillman Valley trying to go up tempo, and this is going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. And that will do it for the third. Wilmington leading it 42-0 over Stillman Valley. Take a break. Come back with more Cats playoff football after this on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer has led the way in the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com or call 815-521-0900. Wilmington Pizzeria is located at 206 East Baltimore Street in Wilmington. They have pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and a full selection of meal deals. They offer pickup and delivery too. Wilmington Pizzeria is open Monday through Saturday from 10:30 to 9. Call Wilmington Pizzeria at 815-476-7011 or check them out online at wilmingtonpizzeria.com.
So Stillman Valley on the move here against Wilmington's second team defense as we start the fourth quarter. Handoff goes up the middle to Needs inside the 15-yard line as he'll pick up about 9 yards. And this Stillman Valley trying to get in the end zone here in the playoffs. Handoff goes right side. This will go down near the 5-yard line. I think that's Jackson Barrett on the carry. He'll pick up about 10 more and a Stillman Valley first down. And that goes into the end zone for a Stillman Valley touchdown as Jackson Barrett on the carry.
Garrett.
So Jackson Barrett with the 5-yard touchdown run, and Cardinals will get set to attempt the extra point here.
Jackson Barrett with that Cardinals touchdown.
So hold is good. The kick is good as well, as Miguel Haracha on the extra point for Stillman Valley. 42-7 is the lead for Wilmington. 11:08 to go in this one. Take a break. Back with more Kansas football in a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network. Warren's Collision Center is at 860 Easy Street in Braidwood. They accept all insurance companies, and as always, customer service is their top priority. Contact Warren's Collision Center at 815-458-3300. Stop by online at warrenscollision.com or visit in person at 860 Easy Street in Braidwood. Warren's Collision Center is open from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. So, Stillman Valley gets a touchdown, making it 42-7. As soon as this kickoff is kicked, then the clock will keep rolling again all the way through the next possession. We'll see. Stillman Valley goes ahead and kicks this thing away or what. We've seen a little bit of everything when against second team over the last few years. They will kick it away. Haracha's kick comes down to the 15. Neville's will pick it up across the 20, out to the 24-yard line or so, and that is where Wilmington will start 1st and 10 as that clock will continue to roll.
1st and 10 for the Cats on their own 24-yard line.
So again, Wilmington will take all the time that they can here. And they need to send somebody out to the huddle here pretty quick. So Geis will head out there, but I don't even think they're going to get the play off. They don't even have it. Now they're trying to get somebody else to the sideline. We're down to 3 seconds. 2, 1, and the snap pitched right side. This is Floyd McKendrick, who will get a yard or two, but that's it. So the clock will continue to roll. Wilmington will advance into the second round of the playoffs to take on Eureka next week here home, presumably next Saturday night, but we'll see. Have to wait for the times and all that good stuff.
Well, where is Eureka?
That's the home of Ronald Reagan, isn't it? Isn't North Central somewhere?
The northwestern part of the state.
I think so. That's where Ronald Reagan's from, isn't it, Eureka? I don't know. Pitch comes left side. This across the 15, out near the 20, maybe to the 21-yard line. Boy, good carry there from Jay Nevels, and we'll bring up 3rd down and about 3 for the Cats.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 to go for the Cats.
Yeah, that's right. North Central, Northwestern Illinois, somewhere out there.
What did you get that time?
Oh, a gain of about 5 more. Brings up 3rd down and 3. So Dirk Geis will bring him up to the line here. See if the Cats can get a 1st down, keep the clock running, and keep Stillman Valley's offense off the field. So this is Nevels again off the right side. Breaks it out across the 35 to the 40. And Nevels out to near the 42-yard line before he's wrapped up. A gain of 11 and a Wildcat self-storage 1st down. Colin Metcalf finally makes a stop for Stillman Valley. And now we have a player timeout for an injury here, I do believe, as Wyatt Burkett down at one knee at the 37-yard line. So Burkett will walk off to the far side, and Cats will get another set of downs here.
Start the, yeah, let's say, start the
My
clock.
goodness, everybody's waiting for you to start the clock.
First and 10 for the Cats.
So the Cats can
42-yard line.
easily churn off another 40 seconds or so off this game clock as the play clock just now getting to 25. Everybody out in the huddle, which is an unusual thing for the Cats.
Yeah,
Usually they're sprinting a quarterback out there with like 15 seconds or so on the play clock. So Geis brings him up to the line here. Pitch comes left side. This is Nevels again across the 45 out near the 48. Good hard running from Jay. He'll pick up 6, close to 7.
Brings up second down and 3 to go for the Cats.
We'll get 7 yards. So 2nd and 3 for Wilmington. Again, both sides kind of shuttling in players. Stillman Valley going into their bench group as well, which is good to see, especially last game of the year. Get everybody a chance to get out there.
yeah, let them play. They've been practicing all year.
So both coaches kind of running through a bunch of people here. Under 7 minutes to go in the game as the Cats come back up to the line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 3 from their own 48-yard line. McKendrick will get the pitch off the right side. He'll slam ahead across midfield all the way down to the 45-yard line. Boy, Floyd McKendrick running the ball hard. A gain of 7 yards. And another Wildcat self-storage. First down to the Stillman Valley 44-yard line. So 6:15 and counting, 42-7 the lead for Wilmington. Make sure to stick around for the post-game show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair over there in Braidwood. Big thank you to Warren. We'll have a final check of your stats from tonight, full look of the IHSA football scoreboard from Motorkirk Allred and Rhodes, and we'll talk to Coach Reintz as well. All that in the post-game brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. We do have a flag down here, more than likely some sort of false start or movement for the Cats.
That's not going to help keep that ball, is it?
So that's false start on Wilmington, so they'll back it up 5 yards. But one thing it does do, though, the clock keeps rolling even through the penalties and everything else. So
yep, there it goes, 5:30 and counting.
I'm not entirely sure why Stillman Valley.
Why they're doing what?
You get a player over here on the near side at about the Wilmington 25 or so, playing in that safety spot, giving him an opportunity out there. So handoff comes left side. Big hole across the 45 down inside the 40 to near the 35-yard line. It'd be a gain of about 13 yards. Curtis Broussard on the carry to bring up 2nd down and a couple here. Clock rolls down to 4:30 in counting here in this 4th quarter.
How many times has the ball been on the 36? At least 8. I'm not sure.
So 4:20 in counting here in this one. The Cats still rotating people in. 2nd down and 2. So this is McKendrick off the right side again. Boy, Floyd running the ball hard will pick up another 5 yards and a Wildcat self-storage first down to the Stillman Valley 31-yard line. 3:50 and counting here in this one. Boy, this Cats second unit did a nice job of just churning up yardage and clock and getting this thing down to where both teams can get out of here. So 1st and 10 for the Cats from the 31-yard line. Pitch goes right side. McKendrick still going inside the 25 all the way down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12. And another Wildcat self-storage, first down.
First down, Wildcats.
Ooh. Repeat that
So
again.
McKendrick with another rush about 12 yards. Dirk's guys to bring him back up to the line of scrimmage, and the Cats almost at a point here where they can start taking a knee. They have churned out the entire fourth quarter on this drive. Yeah, I think we're all in the same spot with the Cats just taking a knee, and I think they will. So Wilmington will end up winning this game 42-7. Now the Cats will have to snap the ball a few more times here and technically run out the clock, but it will come to a close here momentarily. The Cats will win it 42-7. Wilmington will then host Eureka next week. They would have went to Peatone if the Blue Devils could have pulled off the upset, but they were a touchdown shy of doing that. So Wilmington will host Eureka next week, and if Dupec keeps winning, I believe the Cats would host them too in the quarterfinals. Semifinals at this point looks like Wilmington will be on the road no matter what. I haven't gone through every single look of that thing, but if they get that far, I think that's a road game either way. But 1 week at a time. Cats will be at home against Eureka next Saturday, presumably. So there's another kneel down. It'll bring up third down and 11. The Cats will just have to snap this ball one more time, and then we will get to the final result here. Stick around for the postgame show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center over there in Wilmington, where they care beyond the repair. Look at your final stats. We'll have a check of the IHSA football scoreboard from Motorkirk, Allred, and Rhodes. Talk to Coach Reentz as well. All of that in our postgame show from Warren's Collision Center coming up in right about 1 minute. So guys will take one more snap here. And I believe either way it's going to pretty much end it anyway. The clock will roll down. And I think both teams are good with that. So they'll head to the sidelines. The Cats will win it 42-7 tonight over Stillman Valley in a game that Wilmington absolutely dominated. And the Cats will move on to the second round of the IHSA playoffs and take on Eureka next week. Welcome into the postgame show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair over there in Braidwood. Take one more break here tonight. When we come back, we'll get to your postgame show. We'll do that after this on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Pro Real Estate is a family business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by and discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916. Wildcat Self-Storage is a facility providing clean, convenient, and well-maintained storage units. They provide great customer service with competitive rates, and they also have online bookings and payments for your convenience. Wildcat Self-Storage is at 131 School Street in Wilmington, online at wildcatsst.com, and by phone at 815-768-0681. Wildcat Self-Storage is proud to be locally owned. Spins and Needles in Wilmington is the premier sewing shop in the Chicagoland area. They specialize in sewing machine repair, tune-ups, and cleaning. Spins and Needles has a full selection of sewing products to choose from, including fabric, quilting supplies, and wind spinners. Stop by Spins and Needles at 614 Davie Lane in Wilmington from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday, or call 815-592-1183. Eaton & Schultz in Wilmington has earned the title of a trusted choice agency. That means they can offer competitive prices, a large range of products, and unequaled support. Whether it's home, car, or life insurance, Eaton and Schultz can take care of it. Eaton and Schultz is open Monday through Thursday 9 to 5 and Friday 9 to 4:30 at 382 West Baltimore Street in Wilmington, or 24 hours a day at eatonandschultz.net. Eaton and Schultz Insurance Group. People serving people. The Wilmington Chamber of Commerce at wilmingtonilchamber.org represents Wilmington businesses in many ways, including Employees of the Month, job postings, a full directory, an event listing, and more. Stop by their office at 616 Davie Lane or online at wilmingtonilchamber.org. The Wilmington Chamber of Commerce is the source for all things business related in Wilmington. The attorneys and staff at Odekirk, Allred, and Rhodes are here to help during your most stressful legal situations, including criminal cases, divorce, custody, personal injury, and more. Odekirk, Allred, and Rhodes will be with you every step of the way with aggressive representation that results in positive outcomes. Call 815-306-4864, visit online at odekirklaw.com, or stop by any one of their locations in Joliet, Manteno, Morris, or Wilmington today.
So the Cats win it tonight 42-7 over Stillman Valley in the opening round of the IHSA playoffs. Cats will be back at home next week to take on Eureka, probably next Saturday night, but we'll wait for the official word, and we'll have it posted on our Facebook page. You can find it a bunch of other places too, but no matter what time it is or what day it is, we'll have it for you next week right back here on the network. Cats win it 42-7 over Stillman Valley tonight. Welcome into the postgame show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair, at 815-458-3300. We'll talk to Coach Reentz here in just a few minutes. We'll also have a full look at your stats as well, as we'll have the check of your check of the actual IHSA football scoreboard, brought to you by Odekirk, Allred, and Rhodes. I know we left off at 5A, so let's run through 6A real quick while we're waiting for our final totals here from stats. And for 6A North, Cary Grove 71-6 over Chicago Sen. It was Antioch 43-27 over Grays Lake North. Belvedere North 35-20 over Caneland. Wakanda 58-7 over Fenton. Libertyville 43, Deerfield 10. Lake Forest 42, Chicago Mathers 0. Geneva 49-7 over Amundsen. At the half tonight, Burlington Central leads Grant Community 28-0. East St. Louis 67-0 over Springfield. It was Normal Community West 20-15 over Simeon. Oak Forest 44, Kennedy 0. Glenwood 49, Cremoni 34. Richards 21, Dunlop 20. Washington 52, Shepherd 21. Kankakee 42-0 over Glenbard South. And Bloomington 31-20 over Lamont. In 7A, Whitney Young 13-12 over Kenwood. Bradley Bourbonnais 34, Jacobs 27. Hoffman Estates 30-14 over Lincoln Park. Lincoln Way Central 49, Maine West 7. Batavia 54-13 over Collinsville. Lincoln Way West 34-14 over Pekin. Downers Grove North 34-7 over Wheaton Warrenville South. Fenwick 12, Brother Rice 7. Quincy 49-7 over Argo. Moline 38-13 over Addison. Willowbrook 40-21 over Hononegah. St. Rita 45, Guilford 3. St. Charles North 49-14 over Rolling Meadows. Mount Carmel 56-14 over Harlem. Normal Community 41-16 over West Chicago, and Prospect 49-14 over Hershey. In 8A, Lincoln Way East 42-0 over Niles West. Minooka 37, Chicago Taft 6. Glenbard East 49-0 over Curry. Stevenson 31, Sandburg 14. West Aurora 31-21 over Huntley. Maine South 27, Naperville North 14. Marist 42-14 over Glenbrook South. Loyola 48, Belleville East 6. Lyons 38-0 over Joliet West. Downers Grove South 31-27 over Plainfield South. Naperville Central 48-0 over Schaumburg. Fremd 42, Andrew 0. Oswego 21, Wabansie Valley 7. York 37-7 over Edwardsville, and Warren Township 31-24 over Palatine. Also Barrington 66-13 over South Elgin. Coming back to a couple of other scores, I know we were keeping an eye on Woodstock North and Freeport. Woodstock North leads Freeport 27-18. That game in the fourth quarter. Morris now leads Triad 43-28 as that game in the third quarter. So Morris 43, Triad 28. I wanted to say was there one more we were looking at? Oh, Joliet Catholic leads Jacksonville 15-0 in the second quarter. Also, just one more look at 3A as well. Again, trying to scroll back up to it here. Again, Eureka beat Piatone 29-22, so Wilmington will host Eureka next week. Durant-Pecatonica 66-0 over Genoa Kingston. Monmouth-Roseville 49-20 over Paxton Buckley Loda. In the top half of that, Byron 57-20 over Prairie Central. Montini 49-0 over North Lawndale. Princeton 40, Oregon 8. And King 40-8 over Marshall. That is a full check of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk.
Who was that Byron almost lost to? Was that right at the end?
Dixon. Yeah, they're in the 4A playoffs.
I think that's where Ron Reagan's home is.
I don't know. As a matter of fact, speaking of bringing that up, Jeff Dillon texted me about that too. Says Eureka's 15 to 20 miles east of Peoria. Some might have been getting Eureka and Dixon mixed up. I don't know. I knew Ronald Reagan was somewhere in Illinois.
It's somewhere in Illinois. Northwestern half.
So it's down not too far from Peoria. All right, final stats here tonight. First off, for Stillman Valley, Ryan Roof, 8 rushing attempts for 64 yards. The vast majority of those happening against Wilmington's second team. Again, almost all of these yards happening against Wilmington's second team. Jackson Barrett, 7 carries for 30 yards and a touchdown. Brock Needs, 7 rushing attempts for 19 yards. Michael Orlando, 4 carries for 24 yards. Henry Hildreth, 3 carries for 0 yards. And Hilton, 1 carry for -3 yards. Stillman Valley, 37 rushing attempts, 134 yards, and a touchdown. Ryan Roof was 2 of 6 through the air for 21 yards. Jackson Barrett had 1 reception for 11 yards, and Michael Orlando 1 reception for 10 yards. Put it all together, Stillman Valley, 155 yards of offense here tonight. For Wilmington, rushing the football, Floyd McKendrick, 4 rushes for 28 yards. Jay Neville's 3 carries for 22 yards tonight. Kyle Farrell, 20 rushing attempts, 123 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Hunter O had 1 53-yard touchdown run. Sean James, 1 carry for 21 yards and a touchdown. And Ryan Kettman ended up with 14 rushing attempts for 155 yards and a touchdown. Wilmington, 45 rushing attempts, 428 yards, and 6 touchdowns here tonight. So the Cats outgained Stillman Valley 428 to 155. Really is probably more like 428 to 75 or so.
Yeah,
by the time you
very close.
Throw in the second team unit for Wilmington. But the Cats very impressive tonight, rushing the football and really win at 42-7.
I thought maybe it might be a little closer than that, but nevertheless, Wilmington continues to roll. Boy, they've got a good system going with running the ball and using up the clock, keeping the other offensive team off the field. It's a winning thing. If you can continue to do it, you can continue to win.
Well, and next week they'll get Eureka again. Eureka defeating Piatone 29-22, and that will make a 9-1 Eureka team coming here to take on the 10-0 Wilmington Wildcats next week. And then, of course, Montini and Byron set up for a huge battle as See who comes out from the top part of the north half up there.
Wouldn't that be something to see?
That would be something to see. And those two teams in a slugfest. They were last year, too, I believe, in the semifinals. And Byron squeaked one out and then went down and blew out. I can't remember who it was in the championship game, but it was like 70-0 or something like that.
There's nobody down south that's going to match up with those two.
No, I don't think so either. I think the North is absolutely loaded when it comes to this bracket, but we'll have to see it play out. But I think ultimately that's where it is. So no matter what time the game is next week, we'll have it right here for you on the network. We're waiting for Coach Reentz, who is finishing some things up downstairs. I think talking to the Stillman Valley coach as well. Other just kind of local scores. Coal City getting a win last night.
That was an interesting game we went to see.
41-13 over Johnsburg. It's a good win for Coal City.
Yeah.
And they'll,
that's good for the ice conference.
Yes, and they'll take on Rockford Boylan. It was a 15-2 matchup that Rockford Boylan won 26-0, but the Chicago teams kind of throw in some wrinkles, in there when you kind of get down the way. Sandwich lost 55-19 to Wheaton Academy as well. The Marengo went down to Dixon 35-14. As we mentioned, Morris still in the middle of their game tonight. Last time, let me go back and check, it was 43-28 Morris over Triad. Freeport trailing Woodstock North 27-18. That game in the fourth quarter. Trying to roll through here. Kankakee 42-0 over Glenbard South as well. So just kind of taking a look at some of those local games. But again, Wilmington win it tonight, and we'll get Eureka next week here at home. Joined now on the postgame show by the head coach of the Wildcats, Mr. Jeff Reentz. Well, Coach, tonight you came out and kind of everything working, and Stillman Valley made it tough in that first quarter. But then once you started, seeing some holes and working a few things, inevitably your offense just kind of took over and started churning out yards and points.
Yeah, no, we knew it was going to be a physical game. Everybody saw the type of the type of offense they run is that option attack. We talked about this the other night at Catbackers, and it's unique. And I got to commend Coach Farrell, Coach Tyler, Bushnell. I mean, all the guys did a great job working on scheme against these guys. And you got to put that together in a week. And we're going against a great coach team. Mike Lawler's a great coach, a good friend of mine, and it's tough. It's always tough for the season to come to an end for them. And but by the same token, our kids I thought played well. They played fast. I thought Kepman and Kyle obviously ran the ball really good. Hunter did a good job getting his time and also blocking, and all of our guys up front. But defensively, Moran and Joey Van Dyne, I think, did a heck of a job trying to maintain that fullback. That's what we had to do. Now, I thought our kids came up and played well on the option and the pitch and stuff like that. Ryan Nelson had a couple big hits tonight. Kepman and Kyle both doing their job on that scheme. So, it's just a different scheme. I thought our defense did well. Stopping them on fourth down in the first quarter, I thought was huge too. So the kids were very coachable this week. They were really good. And, it's playoff football, and, you look at this, as me and you sit here, we look on the field right now with Stillman, and they know obviously their season's over. And so you're going to get a great effort. And so for us to come out and play the way we did, obviously we love being at home. It was awesome. And we get to be home next week too.
It's really hard seeing that option and the pitch game. A lot of times, you run the football, you should be able, but the option thing is something completely different. When we saw Seneca run a kind of a version of that, being able to hide the football and do whatever. But
you're exactly right.
For those guys to come out tonight and be able to play that as well as you did without really seeing that all year says something for not only the coaching staff, but the guys playing defense too.
Yeah, no, and it is. And it's when you get the film, we go through Saturday, you find out who you're playing, all of a sudden you get the film, and we know them to be an option team, but then you really start diving back into it. It's been a long time, and so you got to play assignment football and making sure you're doing things well. And the other big thing is we kept them off the field. We kept their offense off the field a lot of the time. We had a lot of good drives tonight. We played Wildcat football tonight is what it was. And, that's something we continue to do. We advanced, and that's what we're looking to do. We got second round next week against Eureka. I still got to get on the phone with those guys and figure out what they want to do time-wise and, film-wise and all that too. So, but we're gonna breathe here for a little bit and enjoy this win.
Before we kind of wrap things up here, I want to make sure that I give Barry his credit tonight too, because man, it just seemed like every single time that there could have been a wrinkle, he came up with something different, whether that's Hunter on his one fullback run up the middle or some of the counter plays and stuff. It just seemed like tonight every single piece of that really worked well.
It did, and Barry does a phenomenal job with that. Mason helps him on the sidelines along with Chad and Languish, our coaches, and right now, when you're looking at game 10, we've worked on this all season long, and it's just great to see it coming together a little bit more. And this is something we have to continue to do to continue to get better playoff-wise. And we want to improve every week. I think we took a step in that direction.
Yep.
And the other thing too is we want to represent our conference well, and hopefully we did that tonight.
All right, Coach, congratulations on another win. You keep the season rolling next week and at home.
And
again,
at home. You got it.
Against Eureka.
All right, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for the coverage.
All right. Thank you, Jeff. So Coach Rain's joining us here on the postgame show, brought to you by Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair, at 815-458-3300 as the Cats win it tonight over Stillman Valley, 42-7. We'll be back here next Saturday, as you heard Coach Rains. They have to kind of get in touch with Eureka and work out all that stuff, but I can't imagine it's going to be much different than it is tonight. I mean, maybe it'll adjust by an hour or something. Maybe it'll be 5 o'clock or something, but I think it'll pretty much be the same time.
I would think so, too, especially if that's when he likes to play. He'll want to get as much time off between games as possible, so I think he'll push for Saturday.
So the Cats win it tonight in dominating fashion, went out to a 42-0 lead before sitting a bunch of their starters toward the end of the third quarter. And the Cats move on to take on Eureka next week. Well, if you're around, jump on NFHS or somewhere and try to catch the end of that Morris game. Last time we heard it was 43-28. That game's probably in the fourth quarter now. Let's see if Morris can hang on there. By the way, the other one that I forgot to come back to was Dwight. Getting a big win over Moments. Boy, that Dwight football program just desperately trying to get back and get into the playoffs and get some wins. Boy, that's a good win against the Moments team, who was a 5 seed.
I could hardly believe it when I heard they were winning, and yet they seem to be putting it all together.
Yep. So plenty of local flavor still around in the IHSA playoffs. So that'll wrap things up for tonight. We'll be back with you next week for round 2 against Eureka as Wilmington wins it 42-7 over Stillman.